And I am back. Let's see. I waited for a lot of things. Actually, I waited for Martin Luther King Day. I waited for my birthday. I waited for even Valentine's Day because I had the wrong people blowing up my phone. So yeah, I need to chill a little bit. I even waited for something I didn't realize I was going to wait for. It's another holiday. It's called President's Day. Now, I was just chilling because it's Black History Month. Just enjoying my time. Nice little February. You know what I mean? We deep into it. Everything nice and sweet. However, on this one particular day, President's Day, I wake up and the very first thing I see is a notification on my phone talking about it's President's Day. Like I give a fuck. And it's the first time where I literally stopped and thought about what President's Day was. I didn't know what President's Day was. I knew it was on the calendar. You know what I mean? I heard of it all my life, but I never paid attention. It just sounds like one of those traditional things that don't actually matter. But I'm about to talk about how much it actually matters. So as I'm sitting there with crust in my eye, funky breath, I just woke up. You know what I mean? It's probably, I woke up early too, 7 maybe. And I don't even have my glasses on. My phone is this close to my face. It's 4 inches away from my eyes. It says President's Day, and I get to thinking, and something told me that I'm probably about to be mad within the next 20 seconds or so. And I Google what President's Day is, and I wish I didn't, to be honest. Like, it wasn't cool. It wasn't fun. It wasn't sweet. It wasn't a beautiful American history and blah, blah, blah. No. It was something treacherously, terribly, horribly wrong, and it just got worse and worse as I dug through it. It was literally a rabbit hole of racism and terror amongst other things. Let me get all the way into it. All right, so President's Day, it's supposed to mostly celebrate George Washington and my man Abraham Lincoln, but it ain't just that. So it's supposed to celebrate all of the presidents. And that's when they got me fucked up. You know what I mean? I could have just been mad at the whole George Washington thing, but I'm mad at. Let me bring you to my perspective real quick. I only fuck with 2 presidents. It's not even hard, difficult, or complicated to understand that I only fuck with, you know what I mean? The man that freed the slaves, and also the man that would have been a slave if the first man didn't free the slaves. Although he didn't free the slaves for actual good reasons. You can go look it up. But of course I'm talking about my man Abraham Lincoln with the top hat swag. Oh man. Bitches today would be like, yeah, give me some Abe. And then of course the person I'm talking about, if you haven't figured it out, is Obama. Sorry. And I know there's gonna be someone talking about Obama didn't do nothing for black people, and I'm just kind of like, well, he was like a decent president for everybody, so I don't know. If you actually looked at the stats, he helped a lot. Yeah, he was fucked up. Anyways, and then I started thinking about all the other presidents whom I had to Google because I'm not that fucking old. I'll be a slave ass nigga if I was that old. But then I go back to some knowledge I already know, and I'm about to put y'all on game. This is why we should not celebrate all of them. No, let's go with the first one. You know what I mean? Obviously, he's a fucking. They're slave owners. A good half of them were slave owners or racist, or of course both. Because I'm pretty sure if you're a slave owner, you're racist. Because I don't know how that works otherwise. Let's go with the second point. I just want everyone to realize and remember that, and this is important, cocaine was legal, and like cocaine was like a very casual drug back in history. And I just want to remind you that half the presidents were cokeheads, man. I don't know what you thought. You think they like this is why I hate America, because they're so fucking like hypocritical. And today, motherfuckers be acting like laws exist just because it's moral. It's not moral at all. They exist to do something, usually to extrapolate some money out of something. Most likely a poor person or a middle class person. I just broke your American dream, didn't I? I'm sorry, player. I'm sorry. You now live in the America I live in. Maybe you did make the American dream, and there's some nigga in your backyard that's picking cotton or some shit. I don't know. That was the original American dream, by the way. And of course, this first episode is gonna be black as hell. I'm not sorry. I was gonna say sorry, but I'm not sorry because this feels authentic and true to myself. When I say that this whole thing is gonna be a rabbit hole, I mean it, because it's literally me Googling one thing and leading to another thing that's fucked up. And then there's another thing that's fucked up. And then, man, this is American history class right here, boy. And you're going to cry at the end. So, President's Day. And I need to let you remember that there's multiple holidays that already got a fucked up history as it is. We got President's Day. We got fucking, what's that shit with the turkey? Thanksgiving. Today is just an excuse to eat, but it's fucked up. We got Christopher Columbus Day, which I don't know became a thing. I don't understand how it became a thing at all, and like ever. But you know, white people. And then I feel like there was another one. I'm gonna go with Christmas because y'all keep hanging up some little white man on a cross, and he's brown. And I'm sorry, I couldn't let that one slide. I'm not gonna let you just act like this little white man was on a cross and that you just called him Jesus, which ain't even his actual name, and he's not white. And I can go hard on this one. That'll probably be a whole nother conversation. So we're gonna move right along. I'm just saying that America already celebrates some fucked up shit, which you should know by now. The problem with this is, as I'm looking through like presidencies, it's also giving me details of how things work and who's there and blah 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 and what president was who and who did that. And some reason it's like World Star, right? It's almost, or you've been on DJ Academic's page where you just click the most negative thing. You click the most negative thing and like you try to be entertained by it, or it just pisses you off, one or the other. This one clearly pissed me off. I saw Thomas Jefferson's name and it just triggered something. I said, oh yeah, I know that nigga fucked up. I want that guy. I remember him just without even any details in my head. I just remember him being fucked up. You remember someone being fucked up off rip? They on the Hall of Fame, you know what I mean? And of course I clicked that shit. This man right here is top 5 worst of the worst, and it should not be celebrated for fucking President's Day. One of the very first things that this whole article said was that he owned over 600 slaves. Now, over 600 slaves, I don't know how that works for you, but that's more than half of 1,000, right? It's a big number, big numeral. You know what I mean? Come on. I was like, that's fucked up. It's one of the most fucked up things out. What the fuck? And this is the first paragraph, bro. Just talking about that. And then it gets worse. Even worse. Homie literally like had this 14-year-old slave. And I'm gonna engrave this in your mind. The man was 44 years old at this time. And it was this 14-year-old slave. They go to, I believe it was France or some shit like that. And then 2 years later, they come back and she's pregnant. And yeah, it took me a second to figure out how to actually say that. But what the fuck, bro? So homie is an abuser, a slave master, pedophile. What else? What? Just a terrible person, just outright. You know what I mean? And that reminds me of, right? You know what that reminds me of? Oh, you can hear his name in your head right now. It's the one that we want to hear him sing, but we feel guilty, so we don't. So like when they play his music at a cookout, everyone just stares at each other for 5 seconds and then act like he ain't him. Y'all know who I'm talking about, bro. Thomas Jefferson reminded me of R. Kelly. Or actually now, today, after I got the facts straight, R. Kelly's reminding me of Thomas Jefferson. Like that was a protege or some shit. It struck me so hard that I started Googling R. Kelly just to know where he's from. Now, Thomas Jefferson was like based in Virginia, and R. Kelly, I was like, where the fuck is he? I know he in one of those states. Ooh, you nasty motherfucker. That's how I was feeling. And then nigga from Chicago. Which I feel like I could have put that together. You know what I mean? The Believe I Can Fly, Michael Jordan and Space Jam makes sense all of a sudden. I don't know. Maybe I'm not that smart. And it gets worse because now I want you to think about how we condemn R. Kelly. I hope you do. I hope you ain't those motherfuckers talking about he might be innocent and those are just accusations and all that bullshit. Came right with that. And nigga nasty. I don't know what you don't see. He's been nasty. Apparently nasty all my life. Ew. But my point was we condemn R. Kelly, but motherfuckers don't condemn Thomas Jefferson, who is the pioneer of nastiness. Come on, bro. How the fuck we get into that age-old conversation of, yo, it's because they're white, and that's why they're getting away with it. Well, I get away with it, but they're not viewed that way. Niggas are still on I think he's still on dollar, ain't he? I think he's on, is that him on the $10 bill? I could have sworn. This nigga right here is disgusting. And I didn't want to pull the race card and be like, yo, if R. Kelly was white. It's terrible. I know that's not true because it's like a crackdown going on right now. The Weinstein shit happened. You know what I mean? What was the other one? Epstein? You guys, I was gonna say stay away from the Steens, but I'm pretty sure that's like a Jewish type name. So my bad. Cancel those names. Yeah. But it gets worse. So at this point, I'm on R. Kelly's Wikipedia or some shit like that, and I scroll down to it's like his prison and conventions and sentencing, blah blah blah. Basically, I looked at what he was charged with, and all the charges were, it was all familiar. You know what I mean? It was self-explanatory, all of them, but except for one. All but one, right? Now this one was called, and it said violating the Mann Act, right? And I was like, what the fuck is a Mann Act? It's man with two N's, so clearly it was named after someone. So I clicked on it, and then the shit got immediately worse. I can't respect America at all sometimes, bro. So I clicked on it. One part says Mann Act named after blah 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 with some dude, last name's Man, blah blah blah. But what it actually says right after that is it's actually called the White Slavery Act. Now, I was cussing at my phone when I read White Slavery Act. Now, in America, I don't know about all the other countries, but in America, we be naming some of the bills that pass weird ass shit sometimes. Like, it just sounds irrelevant. But this one, icing on the cake, man. Icing on the cake. And the name's relevant. It just shows how fucked up this country is and the mindset that it comes from, because we're not like everyone else. Our shit had the inception of the construct of race, and that if you weren't white, you was going to be the working class, and that was it. That was the whole idea. Some agendas still support that. Shit's fucked up, bro. I'm sorry. This shit's still like bewildering me. It's above and beyond the shit I would accuse figures in history for. What they mean by white slavery, they meant individuals, well, at the time, women that would be transported across state lines for prostitution and like basically sex trafficking. And get this, it was only to protect the white women from being trafficked and pimped and enslaved and all that sexually. And just the white women, though? Just save the white women? It's the white women. Now I'm a place you where this act came from. It was like 1910, I believe. Yeah, 1910, around there. And it was only to save white women from prostitution and trafficking, being pimped, and all the other shit. The fucked up part is, this is the thing that's attached to it. The white people just accused Chinese people, well, Chinese men specifically, for all the trafficking, like all of it. And that's not what was going on at the time. It was white people selling white women. Like, what the fuck? They just blame all foreigners, whatever, but heavy on Asian men. And it became weird, and then it became a huge like stigma against Asians at the time. The funny part, it's not funny. None of this is funny, but it gets to a point where in modern time, the stereotypes that Asians have be the extreme opposite of what this bill did, like what they did with this bill, with this law. It was literally like they're all sexual abusers, and I'm trying not to say the R word because I will get like shadow banned, which I should be used to by now because I draw naked women. I was immediately shadow banned. That's why I don't get followers. Abusers, like those all perverts and up to no good, you know what I mean? And sexual deviants or some shit. There's a long list of horrible shit they said about them. And now it's that they're soft and all sort of shit, and little dick this, little dick that, and like the stereotypes is crazy now. I think it's crazy that you turn someone to a predator in one area, and then you'll turn someone into, I don't know, target them to be less significant somehow. It's just crazy as fuck. That shows how petty white people are historically. And that, I think, oh man, I'm sorry. And I know why people be thinking I'll be trying to guilt trip them into some shit. That's not at all what I'll be trying to do. I'll just try to give you the facts. That way you can act appropriately, move appropriately, talk to me appropriately. Because y'all be saying some shit I just want to punch you in the throat for, and wouldn't I? You know what I mean? Then I go to jail. Going to jail sometimes isn't like a good reason not to do something. Sometimes I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, bro. But anyways, let's get back into the story, to the rabbit hole. This act called White Slavery Act, he gets amended a few times because it turns out women were extorting men over it, like blackmailing them. Oh, you paid for this hotel in Las Vegas for me to meet you and sleep with you, and that will violate the Mann Act or the White Slavery Act, and it will literally put men into jail, even if it was a consensual thing. And I think that's crazy. That's like the first of the scammers. Yeah, damn. I'm glad y'all realize that women lie. I just want you to know that every demographic lies. I'm just letting you know. Not everyone lies, but every demographic. That became a big thing because the Mann Act was mostly based on paying to transport someone for services, for sexual services and favors and blah, blah, blah. And think about it. People that were cheating, people that were hiring prostitutes, people that was just minding their own business or going to jail off of these things. And court got heavy, and then at some point politicians was like, this doesn't even make sense, this law doesn't, it's too broad and we need to make it more specific. And I'm just, wasn't it already too specific? It was just about white women. You only want to save the white hoes. That was your shit, bruh. That was your goal. I'm telling you, just giving the facts about it. That's it. Don't be mad at me. It's called the White Slavery Act. You can look it up. Anything I say, you can look up. I don't expect you to just accept anything I say, everything I say. No. I'm giving you the opportunity to grow your mind and become more intelligent and more privy to the world around you. So this very same act is also the act they use to pretty much make prostitution illegal across the entire country. And it worked, man. Like, all we got left is Nevada or some shit like that in certain counties, not even the whole state. That's funny. What else was fun? Actually, we can just backtrack to everything. Think about it. I woke up mad. Think about what the fuck is President's Day. And then I find out what President's Day is, and then it gets more fucked up. And then I click on Thomas Jefferson, and then it gets more fucked up. And then Thomas Jefferson reminds me of R. Kelly, and then it gets more fucked up. And then fucking I click on the White Slavery Act, apparently, and it gets even more fucked up. Nigga, they fucked over black people, just men entirely, somehow, which is funny. But the Asian community, it's crazy how petty white folks are historically. I didn't want to use the word impressed, but like, wow. If there was a fucking all-star record, some Guinness World Record of like petty, it's the whites. It's the whites. Niggas always lying about something to make something more unfair for everyone else. Think about it. Don't be mad at me. I don't know what to tell you. So anyways, that's always the segue right there. Let me see if this recording is actually, I can just talk about all this. Thank you for watching. I am appreciated. I don't know if that's a word. I appreciate you watching, basically. Or listening. Wherever I post this. It's definitely gonna be YouTube though. So YouTube is gonna be a thing. It's gonna be the spot. Instagram hates freedom, basically. I feel like I would get a lot of flack for all this white and black talk, to be honest. And then when I actually talk about serious subjects such as sexual abuse and civil rights, just all the political things and the heaviness, I actually really was hesitating posting things because I kept learning what I shouldn't do. Basically, I used to want to do news stuff, but I don't really want to do news stuff. I'm telling you, I'll give you an example. My first video, and I still got clips of it, was really going to be about Kanye West and this whole like Kim Kardashian fiasco. And I don't want to do that no more because it was so hard. It was so hard to just keep up with what the fuck was going on, what the fuck he was saying, and like Kim Kardashian's like weird angles of everything. I don't know. It's just weird that E News just knows everything without her talking. I don't know. It's like, bro. Uh, but it was so hard to just keep up with news because news is it's forever evolving until it concludes. But yeah, I'm not about that life, bro. I'm about the nuance of things and how things are connected. And I guess thankfully I woke up one President's Day and feels balance. You know what I mean? Like things, let's talk about the fucked up things that none of y'all want to talk about because you pussy. And I don't know what to tell you. I do not. I hate words like this, but authentic. I don't really like shying away from topics, even though I did that a lot for months. But I think it's because we don't ever actually talk about the structure of things, why things happen, also how it affects things, what was not brought up. Like I stayed away from that Dave Chappelle shit for months. I even thought about hitting up. I have trans friends on the internet, whatever. I thought about hitting them up just to get the proper way to talk about this. But because I got down to the point where I don't wholeheartedly agree with any side. There's not a side I completely agree with on many topics. I'll be roasting black people about a lot of shit. This just ain't the one. Especially not on the first one. Definitely not on Black History Month. Well, I'm not gonna do that. No damn well I'm not gonna do that. But we'll have our day. We did shit on R. Kelly forever. But if there's a person to shit on, it's someone that pees on little girls. I'm just saying. So basically, I'm someone that tends to debate. I was gonna say argue, but to me, it's the debate. For the other person, it's an argument, and then if they're losing, it's like a fight or some shit. I don't know. I don't fight nobody. I'm pretty like chill on the mic about shit. But I will spit my facts and rub it in your face. You don't even know. I know a lot. Fucking sage of this shit. I'm the guru. You know, I could write a book if that wasn't so boring. Oh man. I'm gonna figure out how to cut this up and we're gonna get this YouTube thing popping. This actually feels good now. I actually feel way better. I remember the original videos I was doing on Instagram. They were funny. It was low budget. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was recording everything off of an iPad and it was just blurry and inconsistent. I was editing on the iPad, which I actually still like editing on the iPad, but fuck all that. Now we gotta upgrade. We gotta be, professional or some shit like that. We gotta step up. I spent mad money, boy. I spent mad money. But we there though. Please like and subscribe. All that bullshit. I'm probably gonna caption some bullshit at the bottom. Hopefully. I don't know. Check it if you wanna hang on. I think that's all you do on YouTube. Tell me what else you do on YouTube, nigga. Because I don't know. I watch YouTube videos. I don't make them. But we there now. Fuck that nigga. But started from the bottom. Now we there. Because you know why I say fuck that? Because he lied. Don't fuck with presidents. Because he racist. So that nigga Trump tried to do the throwback. He's we gonna make America great again. Oh man, niggas gonna be the working class again. That's what he thought. Oh man. Okay. You see, I don't know any of the patriotic songs at all. Now I think about it. You know what? I don't even know Pledge of Allegiance. You know that? At an early age, I realized that it's a method of conditioning. So before I realized that I didn't actually know some of those words at all when they first taught us the Pledge of Allegiance. I didn't know what the fuck a republic was. I didn't know a lot. You know what I mean? Because they teach you in kindergarten or first grade or some shit. My nigga, I can barely write, and you over here telling me to do this shit and cross my heart and blah blah blah. No, no. Especially if I knew all the shit I just talked about now. Fuck that. I ain't pledge allegiance to shit. How about you give me my fucking anchors and the meal, the donkey, the ass. Imagine niggas getting ass to people. And not like dunking on. Yo. I feel like that's such a now era type thing to say. If one of you little niggas, if one of you little like 19-year-old niggas today was like the president of the world, you just be giving people Gucci and hoes and Gucci. I'm telling you, it'd be trash. Like the whole world will fall apart. These girls too. It would be terrible, bro. I'm telling you. If one of these young people, it's like 19, and I don't mean like the ones that actually know politically what's going on, but just one of you little random motherfuckers, you'd be like, oh my gosh, Russia has to take me out on a date and pay for everything. And China has to finally admit that I'm a bad bitch. It's terrible. We would be doomed, bro. I think that's why I hate what all the shit that matters today. Oh Lord, I hope I'm good. This has been a fantastic time. This is low key my third time trying to record this. I was really mad the second time because I did really well. And I hope this isn't, I hope it's an improvement. We probably gonna change the color in the back a little bit here and there. I like this red vibe because my skin complexion is orange, so kind of,